his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens get a bit closer. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. With the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And take it right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. A I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Pulling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. From the left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll buy some time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Out to his left. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Purdy on 4th down. On the move to his left. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Jackson's going to look to run it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He finds Kittle going across the field.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This is McCaffrey on the give. And some room to maneuver.
Yeah, good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Purdy off the play fake.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another try after the first down sack.
Purdy.
20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're...
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And you'll see they've had success running the football, and that bodes well for their chances of lifting that Lombardi trophy. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too have had a lot of success running the football, as both of these teams have really used their offensive lines to great advantage. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
164 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Throws right side, and that's complete.
They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he will try to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him out short of the goal line.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, middle.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
And he stopped immediately there.
Second and 10.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
We need to block in the back. Offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Jackson now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to speed things up here.
On play action, Fields.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dances by him.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Niners set to take over on offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, Fields. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the 49ers are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the score.
Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people round the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now here come the Ravens.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Well, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Off play action. Fields lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Jackson now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing again on second down. Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something that